Yo! Video games.
The Resident Evil Direct that I missed, and full disclosure, I guess for this is that I've not been. It's not that I've not been excited for Resident Evil 9. It's that I've been sort of whelmed, not under, not over. Like, hey, there's a new Resident Evil coming out. Yes, I like Resident Evil, and what we saw at Summer Games Fest was. Yep, that's, identifying wood. Yep, it's wood. It's like character running around a spooky environment getting chased by some big zombie-like creature that, has sort of alien isolationist properties to it. So it's just been sort of like, yeah, this is a thing. It's happening. There hasn't been any... For a while there really wasn't anything that was like, oh my god, like, look at this cool new thing. It was like, yeah, it's classic Resident Evil. Not a bad thing. It's just been sort of like, this has been a thing. Yeah, I'll play it when it comes out, of course. So yeah, let me just jump in. Leon's stuff looked great from what little tease we got before, and yeah. So I'm just gonna dive in and watch this.
In this showcase, we'll go over the latest information on Resident Evil Requiem, which will release next month on February 27. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay.
So, Leon is back.
はい、出ないとは言ってないですね。
I never said he
言ってないです。まあ実際あの時も話しましたけど、レオンでもうバチバチのホラーのステージをテストしてみたんですけど、やっぱりこんなレオンあんま見たくなくないっていう意見が大半だったっていうのは事実としてありますね。今回グレースとレオンで全然違う。
Which is a good thing is like, oh, we wanted to make a big horror game, pure horror game with Leon, and it's like, why would we want to play a pure horror game with Leon? Post RE4, post RE6. It's like, yeah, the guy's like super competently trained, special agent at this point. Why the hell would we want to play a game where he's like, no, zombie, don't catch me. Ew. So that's why they make a little Grace as a completely different character.
ゲームになってます。グレースの方はその RE2 ですとか、バイオ7もそうですね。ホラーに特化したゲーム体験になってまして、レオンの方はというとバイオ4に代表されるような緊張感がすごい高いんですけども、そこまでその恐怖に特化してない、アクションも楽しめるサバイバルホラー、レオンにふさわしい体験が作れてるんじゃないかなとは思ってて、グレースのホラーとそのレオンのアクション2つこう並べて遊ぶことで、今までのバイオハザードではないすごく感情の揺れ幅が大きいゲームになってます。バイオハザードって緊張と弛緩のその差っていうのが一つ面白さだと思ってるんですけども、すごく緊張して静かなペースで進むグレースのゲームプレイと、もう発散してダイナミックに激しいアクションをする、そういうカタルシスなレオン、大きな意味でその緊張と弛緩っていう役割としてパートを最適に配置する、こういう意図で構成してますね。
Bro, does it just look like he blasted the face off the little girl in Pragmata there? That zombie looked like she had the Pragmata chick's face.
レオンとグレース2人とも主人公なんですけども、ストーリーとしては基本的には一つ。ストーリーの中でプレイヤーキャラがグレースになるパートがあって、またレオンがプレイするパートがあると、そういう構成になってますね。バイオ6の後のレオンの続きですけど、レオンはレクイエムの段階でも DSO のエージェントとして、バイオハザードテロと世界のね戦い続けてるってことになってます。彼はたくさんの悲劇を見てきた。おそらく彼今回過去一追い詰められることになると思うんで、その辺も注目してほしいなと思います。今回のゾンビは生前のその人の 特徴っていうのを引き継いでいるゾンビがいます。例えばこの館の中で掃除係の人がいるんですけども、その人はゾンビになってもひたすらこう屋敷をきれいにしようとね掃除を続けてるんですよ。このようにいろんなこう生前の行動に執着するゾンビがいて、ゲームでは彼らの行動を観察して、うまくかわすのに利用したり倒すのに使うと、こういったことができるようになってます。
That's kind of a neat thing, but it's like they're getting into their George Romero like Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead now, where they're like, okay, now the zombies are sort of like reverting to their old lives and habits.
I think I want a second opinion.
レオンのゲームプレイは圧倒的な緊張感のある戦闘、RE4 から進化したサバイバルアクションになっています。トマホークという斧を装備しており、それによるパリができます。シューティングっていうのが中心になってくるので、さらに洗練されたガンプレイっていうところにも力を入れてますね。また V を狙って、敵に体術を決める、それから敵が持っていた武器を奪って利用する。どの敵をどの部位を撃つのか、またどうやって倒すのか、そういった戦略を立てるのが面白さであり、それがうまくいった時にさらにこうカタルシスが倍増する、そういったゲームプレイになっています。
I know he's kind of saying this for like, you know, the purposes of like, you know, hey, this is we're selling our game here, but like, bro, this is literally what Mikami did 20 years ago. Like, oh, you strategically shoot them in the leg and have them like, yeah, bro, like that's cool, but it's also like there's almost like a little bit of funniness to me where they're just kind of like, oh, this is our interesting gameplay mechanic. Yeah, you just like you read like Mikami redefined the industry with this 20 years ago, but cool. I mean, I'm not hating, but it's just kind of funny how these directs always, you know, try to treat games like you've never seen a video game before, you know, with these things. Yeah, like a little quick twist there. Yeah.
グレースのゲームプレイは閉鎖空間の中を、投資弾薬脅威となる敵、その中をもう恐る恐る考えながら動くっていうような面白さだと思ってるんですけども、グレースでは敵を倒すべきか逃げるのか、そこの判断も非常に重要になってきています。なので、レクイエムではそのためのさまざまな手段を用意しています。それほど重火器いっぱい出てくるわけではないんですけども、一つこう象徴的な武器としてレクイエムというそのままタイトルを名を冠した武器が出てきます。この大口径の武器は弾数ほどないんですけど、ここぞという時にグレースを救ってくれる頼りになる武器になってます。実はクラフト要素も少しひねりを入れてまして、そのアンポルを作るためには感染したゾンビの血が必要になります。クラフトのリソースになる血っていうのを、つまり敵を倒すのにもまた意味があると、そういう意味でより RS スタイルのゲームを深めるような工夫っていうのは各所に入れてますね。
A variety of gameplay options have also been added to this title. Players can switch between 2 camera perspectives, and these can be changed at any time during the game.
Yeah, it almost feels
Multiple
like
difficulties are also available. New players can enjoy casual mode and use aim assist to take down zombies with more ease. But if you choose standard classic, ink ribbons will be needed to save the game when playing as Grace.
Yay.
This mode is recommended for those who enjoy a tense atmosphere.
I like how there is like
今回、
standard, modern, and classic.
ポルシェさんとコラボレーションさせていただきまして、世界に1台しかない車を作っております。
What the fuck? Why?
Resident Evil and Porsche are two very iconic brands with so much heritage. It's one of those collaborations you're always dreaming of as a gaming fan working in this environment.
What?
Collaborations like this obviously don't spawn out of nowhere. For his adventures, Leon needed a car which represents his style, but also delivers when it comes to navigating him through, all of those dangerous moments he experiences in the game. What I really admire about the custom Resident Evil Cayenne Turbo GT is how the team stayed true to its characteristics by still ensuring it feels authentic in this world. It took a lot of expertise from different departments at Porsche and complex 3D printing to apply those customizations to the real car. It's going to look amazing in the game.
今回もう一つハミルトンさんと、コラボさせていただきまして、レオンとグレースそれぞれのキャラのイメージをモチーフとした時計をつけてます。
Bro, why is Resident Evil turning into fucking Wayne's World over here?
Fantastic watch models which recreate those worn in the game in all the stunning details. The khaki-filled Autochrono and the Pan-Europe Automatic will be in limited edition, 2,000 pieces each, and will release alongside Resident Evil Requiem on February the 27th. Please stay tuned.
In addition to the base game, a deluxe edition featuring bonus content will also be available.
Yeah, hold up. So you've got Lady D. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that one. RE4. I don't know what these other two Leon costumes are, but okay. So they've got basically like their fancy costumes and their retro throwback costumes and just some random other one for Leon specifically. Weapon skins. That's kind of nice. Files. What the fuck is files? We're going to be granted a license to use the product. I love that wording.
Available for purchase. Extra costumes for Grace and Leon. Weapon skins. And screen filters will be included in this edition.
Yeah.
Those who pre-order will receive an Apocalypse costume for Grace.
It's based on the movie.
Along with the platforms shown, the game will also be available on the cloud gaming service GeForce Now.
Yay.
This title is being developed in collaboration with NVIDIA, so a wide range of PC users can enjoy it.
But
It's
will
such
it
an
run?
honor to work on Resident Evil. The iconic series has been thrilling fans around the world for close to 30 years and has continued to raise the bar for innovation and technology with every single release. We've been working closely with Capcom on Resident Evil Requiem, helping shape the future of the franchise with path tracing for realistic graphics and AI-powered NVIDIA DLSS 4.
Wait, why did the RTX off look better than on there? And why is this game so fucking hard up for money? Like, what?
Resident Evil Requiem, helping shape the future of the franchise.
Okay, so one actually looks more artistically cinematic. The other one just looks like a whole bunch of like AI generated like lighting reflective slop.
With
like brrr, reflective surfaces. Like, okay, yeah, because reflections in real life like this are like perfect like that.
tracing
All right,
for
whatever.
realistic graphics, and AI-powered NVIDIA DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation for incredibly fast performance. DLSS also makes Resident Evil Requiem more accessible across a wide range of PCs, extending the nightmare to more gamers. And with GeForce Now, gamers can experience Resident Evil Requiem at launch with the cutting-edge graphics and performance on nearly any device, streaming from powerful GeForce RTX servers in the cloud. I can't wait to unlock the mysteries of Raccoon City once again.
Not only that, 1/6 scale figures of our two protagonists will also be available for purchase.
Those
Grace
don't
and
look
Leon's
great.
figures can be displayed separately or together as a set. And if you line them up with previous figures, both figures are scheduled for release this fall. An original design Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller
That looked nice.
will be released on the same day as the game.
I'm paying $100 for that though.
And as a series first, Amiibo will also be available. Please look forward to more information. On Resident Evil Requiem launch day, the gold editions of both Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, including all downloadable content, will be released on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
We'll
more
also
cloud
be
versions.
celebrating 30 years of the series with special concerts. Relive the series' greatest moments with breathtaking orchestral performances. The first ticket lottery is open right now to Resident Evil ambassadors. Concerts are planned for not just Japan, but North America and Europe.
Well, that's nice.
More information on these will be released later.
これもねまだお伝えしたいんですけど、実はレオンにはある秘密があって、そことも関わってくる要素だったり、グレースのお母さんアリスタが殺された、そこにも関わる非常に重要なものになっているので、この辺のねその謎をプレイしてぜひ解き明かしていってもらえればなと思います。バイオハザードレクイエム、まだまだ言いたいこと本当にキリがないんで、発売まで引き続き注目していただければと思います。
I think that's about it, right?
Why did you kidnap me?
Kidnap you? I liberated you. I think I want a second opinion.
What is happening here?
I'll keep our friends busy.
What the fuck?
So that was that villainous map. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, my immediate thoughts are like, there's a lot of shilling going on in this. Like, oh, we have a Porsche collab and a watch collaboration and an NVIDIA collaboration, and it's just kind of like, did you guys like? I thought you guys were doing well. Did you run out of money or something? But then again, like, hey, why spend extra money when you can take it from elsewhere? I will say, obviously, the stuff with Liam looked very fun, like the more dynamic takedowns and stuff. I don't think, if anything, I don't think this showcase did a great example of making any, like, why should we be excited to play as Grace? Because, you know, they're like, oh, really? You know, I hear Kenny, you know, I hear Kenny and other classic RE fans, like, Resident Evil should be spooky, it should be scary, you know, I want to be scared, and for someone who just doesn't get scared at these games, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, but, like, is it really more fun to not have ammo, to have to, like, sneak around zombies, like, you know, to have to, like, you know, ignore, you know, okay, like, run and ignore or craft? I'm like, yeah, they didn't give me a good example of, like, how is playing as Grace fun? Because, like, the idea of, like, oh, you're in a spooky, creepy old mansion-esque atmosphere with zombies, it's like, okay, yeah, well, we've been doing this for 30 years, like, you know, it's the thrill is gone. There was very little Grace gameplay footage too, maybe because they showed so much Grace gameplay footage initially before showing Leon's gameplay. So yeah, like, it just, if there's any sort of, like, you know, I would say, like, immediate criticism or concern I would have is, like, they didn't really show anything that, like, made Grace's gameplay segments look appealing at all. Like, it just kind of felt like, okay, you're gonna sneak around and, like, slowly, you know, waltz around and craft and collect with her, and then you're actually gonna be able to, like, cut loose and, like, go have fun with Leon. Although there is a little bit of a Dead Rising-esque, you know, bit to him, where it's like you could pick up your enemy's weapons and just grab a chainsaw and go nuts. But yeah, it looked good, but again, there wasn't any sort of, and maybe and I'm actually kind of okay with this. There wasn't any focus on, like, any long gameplay segment. There was no here's 5, 10, 15 minutes of uninterrupted just gameplay of this character moving around. They did that for Grace already. But yeah, there's this sort of like, okay, we're not going to actually show a ton of game here. It actually, if anything, it was very, very held back in terms of like, what did we see gameplay wise here? You know, how much new footage was there? Like, not a lot. And the game is out in a month. So I don't know. I'm okay with this actually, because Resident Evil games don't tend to be super long, and you definitely don't want to like play too much of your hand before it's out, because then you start feeling like you've seen the whole game already. So yeah, I'm cool with them being sort of holding back a little bit, being a little coy on how much, you know, actual game they want to show, and that's cool with me. No demo. No demo, which is interesting and weird. I guess I'm okay with that, because the demo would probably just be the demo we saw at SGF and Tokyo Game Show, where, you know, it's just Grace running around a couple rooms, like collecting crap, and then avoiding, like, you know, the big ass zombie, and then that's it. And I think, you know, it's fine, I guess. At this point, it's Resident Evil 9. Like, at this point, like, you're either in or you're out. Like, you know, if you're not into Resident Evil at this point, I don't think anything here was going to convince you, oh my god, it's time to jump in. It's like, no, dude, like, it's a Resident Evil fucking 9, you know, 30 years after the fact of the first game. Like, you're either in or out. But yeah, like, Leon looked great. And yeah, that's kind of my takeaway. It's like, okay, we got a little more chunk of Leon gameplay, which looks fun. Grace, I'm still not really convinced this is going to be, you know, as fun, you know, crawling around as Grace. I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, you play as like it's like an RE4 where you play for like 10 minutes as Ashley, as sort of like a pace breaker, and then that's kind of it, never again. And you never missed it. You never wanted to. You didn't really ever want to play as any more time with her. So, I don't know. I'm really hoping that they make Grace's gameplay not utter bollocks. You know, not. I really hope it's not like, oh, okay, great, I'm playing as Grace now, I guess, and can't wait to get back to Leon. I'm really hoping that's not the case. We're really just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, more RE9. We'll be playing. We'll be looking forward to it. We'll be having a good time with it when it does happen. Yeah.